Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. The vitality within us is energy. Just as an, an atom, well, before we come to the atom, whenever something is broken into two, there is some sound. Whether you break a pot, whether you break a wall, whether you break up, tear a piece of paper, and as you go from the larger than the largest to the smaller than the smallest, what happens? That sound which is released, that comes about, is the expression of uh, energy which is released from that particular object which is getting broken. Similarly, when we come to an atom, when an atom is split, that is called as atomic bomb. How much uh, how much energy is stored inside it? Imagine. Similarly, every cell in our body is the same. Every thought within us is the same. It's made up of two. Just like atoms are made up of electron, proton, and neutron, similarly, our body is made up of left and right, left leg, right eye, left eye. So we are asked, go in the middle. Why? When we are talking about mm, uh, the mind and intellect, aham and idam, you have to go beyond them. You have to separate them. This is called the separation. So energy will be released. Same thing happens when the kundalini also, as we chant om, through om, taking om as the symbol of the whole creation, as not even symbol, symbol ही ठीक है, and also of the infinite reality. Through om, we bring about the piercing of all the gross, subtle, and causal objects. What are gross, subtle, and causal objects? Waking, dream, and sleep. Waking is gross, dream is subtle, and sleep is causal. Can this sadhana be done in dream and sleep at the moment? No. You are in waking, we'll do it in the waking. If it You cannot choose to do it in the dream, because only when it has completely taken over the waking, then it will automatically go to the next frontier called the dream, and then to the next. So in the waking, so just now we took three categories: waking, dream, and deep sleep. Now in the waking there are so many objects. First it was only three objects, now there are so many. So we are not worried about so many. Our scriptures have beautifully arranged the so many, the multitude of creation, uh, and they have suggested that this entire creation is not out there, but it is in you. Macro, If you say macro and micro are one, the wave and water are one, or wave and ocean are one, in that sense, whatever the elements which go into making the ocean, the totality, are the same elements which go into making the individual. So, when we come to this individual, where do we find the creation? Mm. Then now a beautiful arrangement is told to you. Mooladhar, Swadhisthana, Manipur, Anahat, uh, Vishuddhi, and Agya and Sahasrar. These are the seven chakras which are told, and each one has to be pierced. And every time you pierce through each one of them, uh, uh, a release will happen. Energy will escape from that crystallized point of each chakra, which is given in our shastras, what all is at each chakra. Just like at the Agya chakra, there is only Shiva and Parvati, meaning the duality is left there, that's all. So similarly, in each chakra there are some, what do you call, the consonants are arranged in such a way that that is their abode, that is where they are expressing, because whole creation is nothing but the words of the alphabets of the Sanskrit language. So all these alphabets are arranged along your chakras, and as you go through them, how? With chanting of Om. See, energy can go only two ways. Either it can go up or it can go down. When the energy goes down, it goes and crystallizes. When the energy goes down towards where? The energy goes down towards the world. When the energy is not going towards the God, towards the Ishvara, towards the Paramatma, and your attention is going towards the world, it will go and crystallize. It will have a funny shape. It will be uncomfortable everywhere. And that is what we see in a common person. But a little bit resolved, little bit pure person, we see the integrity, the samskaras, the coolness, the maturity, the wisdom, all they start expressing. And eventually, as we go, and you don't have to go and now I'm going to pierce this, now I'm going to pierce that. All that is understanding. You keep chanting Om. And in the end, what do we do with Om? We are not breaking up Om. We can't break up Om. But the pronunciation of Om, we put our attention on where it is starting and where it is concluding. And, and understand one thing. Naturally, energy does not go downwards. Naturally, the energy always goes upwards. If an atom bomb is there or a volcano is there, it is always upwards. The fire is always upwards. The wave is always coming, seems to be above the water. It doesn't go inside the water, downwards. See? So when energy is released in you as a result of chanting of Om, that energy automatically starts moving upwards and starts purifying. It burns away all the dirt. As long as we stick with the exercise of chanting Om. See? And what is the sound that will come? When we come to the ultimate, as we keep going, what will be the sound when you come to the heart chakra after that? When the Prakriti and Purusha is separated, you recognize that you are not the matter, you are not the body, that you are not the mind, that you are not the breath, that you are not the world. At that time, what do you do? What is your experience? Your experience is in that deep meditation, when that has come about by chanting of Om, the unstruck sound, this continues. This is what some people say. We have say, and then you focus. You will remain in samadhi for some time. Then you will come out again. Start chanting Om till you go to the next chakra. Till to go. What will happen at Vishuddhi? Vishuddhi, you are not hearing any sound. Not physically. But that sound becomes, that unstruck sound becomes continuous. You can, it has got no breaks, it has no beginning, it has got no end. That is the sound of space. Vishuddhi is Shuddhi, Vishuddhi, specially clean, specially pure. There is no dirt of the lower chakras. You are not even aware of the duality, meaning you are not aware of this. In Vishuddhi, this has all become zero. Now only this fellow is left. Now this fellow at Akya Chakra has to go here. Chinmudra. Karakalita Chinmudra Ananda Murtim. See? So this is we have to practice. We can say it many times. We have said this before also, but we have to practice it. So now for today, with this understanding, see why we don't practice. There is only one reason we don't practice. We don't have faith. That's why we don't practice. Faith in Om. That's why we don't practice. We don't have respect and reverence for Om, for what it stands. Therefore, we don't practice. You have faith in your body, that I am the body. So you function as the body. You have faith in your profession. So you follow your profession diligently. When you have faith that you are not this body, but you are something greater, then the journey will begin. If you are not ready to accept that you are something greater than who you are right now, when you are not ready to accept that, yeah, all this sounds good, but I am getting old. What is getting old? Body. Again, faith in the body, not faith in the exercise, not faith in the higher goal. So we keep repeating, like a parrot. I am getting old, I got this problem, I got that problem. All that keep aside. Have deep faith, reverence, commitment to the higher. Then only these exercises can take you to the fruition, to fructify. And fructify is your abidance in yourself. So close your eyes, back, neck and head in a straight line, feet flat on the ground, fingers interlocked or in Chin Mudra on your lap. And by yourself, fired up by this vision which we just presented, by yourself, chant Om and let it naturally lead you deliver you to yourself.